Hi gang, my name is Shana and today we are going to be doing 45 minutes of lower body action. We're using your TRX suspension trainer and your TRX kettlebells. After our warm-up, we're going to do 6 different rounds of work. Each round has unique movements, focusing either just on a suspension training movement, just on a kettlebell movement, or a combination of both of those. The very end of our workout, we're going to do TRX lunges with weight until you can't do it anymore. It's gonna be a super challenging but awesome fun finisher. And then of course some stretches, which you'll earn. So let's get started with our warm-up. We're gonna start with your TRX standing rollout. My straps are at mid-length. I'll be standing facing away from the anchor point. On the balls of my feet, nice strong active plank, buns tight. Roll it out just a touch, brace the core and come right back in. We're hanging out here for 30 seconds. Take your time. And let's do some body checks here. Are your ears, shoulders, hips, ankles in perfect alignment? Are you bracing your core? Not rolling those arms all the way out to Superman, just a little bit out in front to feel that core tension and bringing it back. Are you squeezing those butt cheeks tight? You have 2 apples on your backside, not squishy applesauce. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do your squat row combo. So keeping your straps at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point. Lean back just a bit, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, eyes up. Squat down. We're doing a lot of squats today, friends. And come up to your plank. Big row and squeeze behind your shoulder blade and plank. Squat, plank, squeeze, and plank. Alternating those 2 movements. Loosening up your hips, your knees, your ankles. If you want to spend a little more time on the bottom of that squat, feel free. We've got 10 seconds left. Are you hiding those ribs in the row? Let's start to establish that space between your ears and your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with Y flies. So straps are at mid-length, stand facing away, find that Frankenstein position. Take a big step forward with your right foot, gently lower the left knee down toward the floor. Actively press into the handles, come right back up. Other side. Lower the right knee down, enjoy that stretch in your hips and come back up. Keep alternating sides. If you want to spend a little more time on the bottom, feel free. Shoulders stay in your back pockets. Chest is up. Actively pressing into those handles. 10 seconds left with this one. Feel that nice big chest opener and then driving downward into those handles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg hip hinge on your right leg. So those straps stay at mid-length. Now you're going to stand facing. Walk it back with your arms straight out in front of you. Center your right foot. Hips square to the floor. Press down, hinge forward. Get a bit of a stretch and come right back up to that starting position. Just moving in and out of that hinge. Keeping a straight line from your ears to your shoulders, to your hips, to that back heel, all while actively pressing down in those handles. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings on the right side. 5, 4, we're gonna switch right away. 3, 2, and switch feet. Keep going, hinging forward and returning. Shoulders are down. Actively pressing. Think about your body alignment, where your head is in space. What your low back is doing as you hinge. We're doing a lot of hinging today as well. This lower body workout. Hips square toward the floor. Your left hamstring's doing a bunch of work here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving into your lateral lunges. Wide stance, toes pointed forward. Bend your right knee, get a nice stretch. Pull yourself back up, bend your left knee, press the hips back. Back up, we're going straight down and up like an elevator, not backwards and forwards like an escalator. Moving side to side. We're also going to be doing some lateral lunging today as well. A lot of squatting, a lot of lunging in today's workout. 10 seconds left here. Then we'll do our TRX Golfers Rotation, and then we'll do 1 warm-up movement with the kettlebell too, since we have to get used to having that in our hands. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. TRX Golfers Rotation, hands belly button height, press down, rotate all the way up and around, stick the landing, and swing it down and through other side. Touch the ceiling. Rotate down, squeeze and press, keeping tension on those straps. My feet are staying planted, but I'm pivoting on my toes to get that 180-degree rotation. I'm reaching my arms up toward the sky, feeling the stretch from my fingertips all the way down through my toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finally, your kettlebell ribbons. Grab one of your lighter kettlebells for this one, and you're gonna hug that bell right in front of your body. Shoulders are down and back. You're gonna wrap it around your head so that the handle of the kettlebell goes near your neck and then to your hip. And then unwind the other way, don't bonk yourself in the head, to your hip. So if you watch me from the backside, my chest is open, the handle goes right by my neck and I come down. So I'm flipping that kettlebell upside down, hinging in and out of that movement. That hinge helps press my kettlebell up, open it around, and get a nice stretch through my chest, shoulders, feel my core engage, and work on that hip hinge some more. 10 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Our first round of work involves the TRX squat. Now we're going to do your TRX squat for 30 seconds of rest, and then we'll keep evolving that squat into more and more challenging options. So we have quite a bit of squatting coming up, so get ready. We're gonna start with your TRX squat. My straps are at mid-length. I'll be standing facing the anchor point. Walk it back just a touch, chest is up, shoulders are down and back. Here we go, drop those hips back and drive it up. This should not be terrible. This is a little extension of your warm-up. What I want you to feel now is how low you can safely squat. And take a mental note of where your body is in space. Are you pressing those hips back, keeping a nice neutral spine? Is your chest up tall and proud? 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're gonna do one more set of just that regular squat. This time, if possible, I want you to try to go just a little bit lower. All right, I don't want you to work through pain, but I do want you to start challenging that range of motion. Also, when you squat, making sure you're pressing the hips back, not letting the tail tuck under toward the bottom of that squat. And that's gonna become important when we get to our single leg squats. All right, one more set of regular squats. Enjoy this, because then it's gonna get mean. And 3, 2, and 1. Perfect posture. Elevator down. Pull yourself down toward the floor and press yourself right back up off the bottom. When I come up from the bottom of my squat, I really want to squeeze my buns. That helps protect my knees, keep my body straight, and engages the core. As low as you can safely go. Notice how we're not going for speed. Today's goal is to get you stronger, get a stronger lower body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna move into a TRX single leg squat. So we'll start on your right leg. You can start on your left if you want. Just make sure you're alternating. But I wanna get you into that single leg squat, thinking the same thought process you had of your regular squats. We still have 15 seconds rest, but move with me to get ready here. I'm gonna have you drop your bum down as low as you safely can. Walk those feet together. Now extend the left leg in front. Stand up. You ready? We're going in 3, 2, and 1. You have the option of setting your left heel down in front of you if you need to. Otherwise, keep that left leg up. You're lowering straight down and straight back up. You're pressing the hips back, making sure you're not rounding your lower back. Lower down, drive it up. And it's okay to use your hands. That's the cool thing about the suspension trainer, is it allows us to do deeper and stronger single leg squats because we can involve our upper body. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. So that was the right leg. Remember, the range of motion is up to you. You don't have to go all the way down to the ground and all the way up. You can just sink your hips back a little bit and come back to the top. All right, let's go to your left leg now. But let's start in our regular squat. Drop the bucket down. Walk those feet together. Extend your right leg and come right back up. You ready? We're gonna do the same thing in reverse. So your left foot is planted. You can always tap that right heel down if you need to. 2 and 1, here we go. Lower down, come straight back up. Again, using the handles if you need to. Is that left knee tracking directly over your middle toes? Is your chest up, tall and proud? I want you to go as low as you comfortably can. Some of you might be here. Some of you with proper posture might be able to get all the way down there. But if you're losing that neutral spine, try not to go so low. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get crazy. So you can do those regular single leg squats again. Otherwise, we're gonna go to single arm, single leg squats. So I'm gonna have you drop one handle, keep your straps at mid-length, grab the other handle with your left hand. You'll center your right foot to the anchor, and right now this arm here is just gonna hang dangle here, here, wherever. You're going to lower down as low as you safely can, and now you only have one arm to help you. Are you ready? Here we go, 30 seconds. Take your time, lower down, controlled, and then pull yourself back up. Chest is up, tall and proud. This is leading into some of that kettlebell work I warned you about. Now, are you keeping your full right foot grounded? Is that heel pressing into the floor? Are you taking your time? I don't care how many you do. I care how awesome they look, how many muscles you're using. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wasn't that tricky going to one hand? So now let's switch it up. Right hand holds the handle. My left foot is going to balance on the ground. You get to catch your breath, shake out your legs, stretch them out a little bit. Okay? And you always have the option of holding with both hands. You don't have to do this version if you don't feel comfortable doing this one. All right, you're gonna balance on your left foot. You can set the right heel in front of you. Left foot, right hand, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that bum back, and then pull yourself back up. Chest is up tall. Again, are you going straight down and up? It's really tempting to fall backwards and come back in, but that's not a nice single leg squat. It should almost feel like somebody kicked your knee out and you just went straight down, driving through the floor to come back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get crazy. Now we're gonna do, if you're comfortable with this, single leg, single arm with a kettlebell. So I'm gonna grab my lighter kettlebell. You can choose your weight and you can play with this and always pause the video if you need to. I'm gonna balance on my right foot, hold the handle with my left hand, and get my kettlebell in the racked position, fingers through, thumb by my chin on my right hand. Are you ready? Good, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, controlled. Drive it up. Lower down, controlled. Pulling yourself back up. Keeping that kettlebell in the racked position. Chest is up, tall and proud. These are no joke. Sinking the hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. You've got 30 seconds recovery. Let's switch sides here. So now, it's almost like playing Twister. Right hand blue, left foot orange. I'm gonna have your right hand hold the handle. Your left foot will be grounded. And now we're gonna take this kettlebell and hold it in the racked position in your left hand. Thumb is right by your chin. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Down and drive. Are those shoulders still staying down and back? Are you keeping that left knee tracking over your middle toes? Are you still putting pressure down through that left heel? 10 seconds left. This is our last set of this series. This is our longest series of the day. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. You get 1 minute rest. So grab a sip of water, catch your breath, enjoy this rest time, and then we're gonna move on to one of my favorite combinations. We're going to do work on our Kettlebell Windmill, but we're gonna set it up with a TRX Windmill. So you may have done it with the kettlebell. I don't know if you've tried it with the suspension trainer before. Okay, we're going in 30, but I want to start getting you set up for this exercise now. Your TRX Windmill, your straps will be at mid-length. I'm going to have you grab both foot cradles with your left hand, so I'm standing sideways to the anchor, and walk it sideways so that your left hand is just a little bit lower than your left shoulder. Give me a wide stance. Take your right hand over the top, drop your left hand. Bring the right hand up so it's pretty much straight up above the shoulders here. We're going in 10. Point both toes 45 to the left. Eyes look up on the right hand, pressing toward it. Go ahead, let's hinge your hips down, get a bit of a stretch. Are you keeping constant tension on that suspension trainer? If that setup was weird for you, go ahead and pause the video and try it again, because you want your arms straight up above your shoulder the entire time. And you want to be able to keep constant tension on the suspension trainer. So finding that right spot may take a minute for you, and that's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now that we've mobilized our hips for the windmill, we're going to do this with the kettlebell. Again, grab your lighter kettlebell, or you have the option of just doing body weight and not holding the kettlebell at all. I'm going to grab my lighter kettlebell in the racked position in my right hand, sliding the fingers through, then pressing it straight up. Feet nice and wide, toes pointed 45 degrees to the left. Eyes stay on the bottom of the kettlebell. I'm going to pop my right hip. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow, down, brace, and up. Eyes always stay on the bottom of your kettlebell. Your back stays super flat and neutral the entire time. I'm pressing my hips out as I hinge down and stay controlled. My arm is actively pressing straight up toward the ceiling. My eyes never leave the bottom of the bell for shoulder stability. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, now we're gonna do that windmill on the other side. I'm gonna give you a slightly different angle with that one. So now I'm gonna have my strap still at mid-length. Standing sideways, I'm gonna have my right side facing the anchor. Walk it out so my right hand is a little lower than my shoulder. Feet nice and wide. Reach my left arm over the top. Swoop it up so that it's a straight line coming down from my shoulders. Point both of my toes 45 to the right. We're going in 3. Push on the handles, 2 and 1. Hinging down, my eyes stay on my hand, and I'm actively pressing into those foot cradles the entire time as I hinge down and press it back up. Those feet are fairly wide, toes pointed 45 degrees to the right, and now's a good time for me to practice that hip hinge, practice that straight line with my arms, and practice that eye gaze toward my hand. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna do the same thing, kettlebell windmill on the other side. So now I'm gonna grab my kettlebell. I'm gonna take my lighter one again. I promise I'll use the heavier one at some point in this workout. Get it into the racked position, feet nice and wide, and press it straight up. I'm gonna take both of my toes, point them 45 degrees to the right, and my eyes are gonna look at the bottom of the kettlebell the entire time. Pop my hips to the left, eyes up at the bell. Here we go. And hinge down, flat back, eyes on the bell, press it back up. Now the range of motion is up to you. Keeping the legs nice and straight. You're bending forward. This is just like a Romanian deadlift, except for now, I'm angled to the side a little bit. I'm actively pressing my kettlebell up toward the ceiling. You can probably see I'm a little less stable on my left side here. My eyes follow that bell. And nice job. Hopefully you learned something new. You've got a minute recovery here. We're gonna go back to some lunges with the suspension trainer. And we're gonna go right into those single arm, single leg step back lunges. So with our squats, we started with 2 arms and 2 feet. We're gonna start right away with one hand doing those step back lunges with the other side. You still have 30 seconds, so grab a sip of water as I demonstrate this movement. My straps are at mid-length. I'm gonna grab one handle with my left hand. Chest is up tall and proud. And I'll step my right leg back, bend the knees 90-90, and step it together. That's it. Right leg back, chest is up tall, step it together. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side, and then we're gonna add weight. It's gonna be awesome. So we're going in 10 seconds. Find that perfect posture. My left hand is out in front of me slightly. A little bit of slack on that strap. Going in 3, 2, 1. Step back with the right leg, knees 90-90, squeeze your buns. Right now is your chance to perfect your form of these lunges. Is your front knee tracking directly over your middle toes? Once again, are you lowering straight down like an elevator? Not stepping and falling backwards like an escalator? Is that chest staying up tall and proud? Are your shoulders away from your ears? Are you actively pressing that left foot into the ground? 2 and 1. 30 seconds, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing the other side. Give you a chance to catch your breath and get ready for the mean stuff when we add the weight shortly. So I'm gonna hold on to this handle with my right hand now, and I'm going to center my right foot to the anchor. You still have 15 seconds, but you can do a practice one with me if you'd like. Hand out in front of me slightly. I'm gonna step my left leg back, 90-90, and bring it back together, keeping that shoulder down the whole time. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 90-90, press into the floor, stand up and squeeze. Bending both knees. Chest is up tall and proud. We have 20 seconds. Take your time here. Remember, today's goal is to gain strength, so we have slower, more grinding movements, although we might do some kettlebell swinging in a little bit. But right now, focus on your form, focus on your alignment. 3, 2, and 1. Now the fun part. I'm gonna grab my lighter kettlebell. If you feel like you can do it, you can grab your heavier kettlebell. We're gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna hold the kettlebell in the racked position as we do those lunges. So I'm gonna grab my lighter kettlebell in the racked position on my right side. So my right thumb is right by my chin. I'm gonna grab my handle in my left hand. Chest is up tall and proud. I'm gonna step my right leg back for these step back lunges with weight. Here we go, guys, 30 seconds. Step back and drive it in. Makes a difference when you add a little bit of load, huh? How's that posture? Is that thumb staying near your chin? Are you bending both knees to 90 degrees? Is that chest staying up tall and proud? And I'm using my left arm, and I'm not embarrassed about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds, slowly set down the kettlebell. Whew, shake it out. All right, now we're gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna grab the handle with my right hand, and then I'm gonna bring up my left hand, grabbing the kettlebell, in that racked position. Thumb is right by my chin. My right hand is out in front of me slightly. Now I'm gonna step my left leg back. You ready? Get into position. Going in 5. Perfect posture. 3, 2, and 1. Step the left leg back and pull it back in. Chest is up. Using my right leg or right arm to stabilize. Perfect posture. And I'm taking a minute to stick my landing on top to make sure I'm nice and stable. And drive it back in. 15 seconds. Is that back knee bending down, almost touching the floor? Remember, down and up like an elevator. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You survived that round. We get a minute break again. All right. We're gonna move on to your TRX Abducted Lunges. So you're gonna have one foot in suspension for this exercise. If that's not comfortable for you, if you don't like having that foot in suspension, your option during this exercise, you can work on our stepping lateral lunges, all right? Otherwise, let's start into position for our TRX Abducted Lunges. My straps are at mid-calf length, which means my handles are just about knee height. All right, you still have 20 seconds, so you can hang out and breathe for a moment. But I'm gonna grab both of my handles, standing sideways with my left hand. I'm gonna pick up my left toe, point it, pop it through both foot cradles, press it down. If you're falling, remember, I can't jump through this screen and catch you. So if you're falling, I need you to grab the ground in front of you, like so. Guys, we're going in 5, chest up tall, right knee forward, 2 and 1. I'm gonna press my right hip back and come up. Now, what's really tempting is to just take a bow and come up. Once again, you're an elevator. I want you to go straight down, pressing through the floor, straight back up, hinging and unhinging the hips. You're also using this inside leg for a little bit of support and stability, feeling those, we call them adductors, your inner thighs, on that left side. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Now we're going to the other side. I'll give you a slightly different angle, but same thing. Your straps will be at mid-calf length. We're going to stand sideways to the anchor here. Now my right hand is going to hold both handles. I'm going to pop my right toe into both of those foot cradles. I'm going to have my left toe pointed straight forward, and again going down and up like an elevator, not an escalator. Going in, 5, 4, 3, chest is tall and proud. Here we go. I'm going to lower down, press the hip back, chest stays up, bam, and drive it right up. Again, are you keeping the chest tall and proud? Are you pressing through your inside foot and the grounded foot? Are you extending those hips all the way on the top? And again, you'll notice the difference between sides. My range of motion isn't quite so awesome on this left leg. Can you tell I'm right-handed? 3, 2, and 1. Keep that toe pointed, pop it out. We're gonna do the same thing, but if you're comfortable, grab that kettlebell. So once again, I'm gonna grab my lighter kettlebell. I'm gonna get into position, but have this kettlebell on the ground directly in front of me. So I'm gonna have my straps at mid-calf length, grab both handles, pop my left toe in, standing sideways. Now I'm gonna grab this kettlebell and hold it in the goblet position. So I'm holding the horns of the kettlebell, shoulders down and back, and my right toe is pointed directly forward. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Once again, straight down, press down, bam, straight back up. I'm using that inside leg, feeling the stretch, flexing and extending. As low as you can go, and drive it back up. Shoulders pulling down and back. 10 seconds left on this side. Challenging the range of motion, but staying safe. 3, 2, and 1. Keep that toe pointed, pop it out. Set down your bell. Let's get ready to do the other side. So now I'm going to stand sideways again. Straps are still at mid-calf length. Now I'm going to grab both handles with my right hand and pop my right toe into those foot cradles, standing sideways. I'm going to grab my kettlebell in this racked position. Shoulders are down and back, chest is tall and proud. We're going in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grounding the foot, lowering down, pressing straight back up. Driving the hip back. Is your left knee tracking directly over your middle toes? Are you still pulling those shoulders down and back, keeping your chest tall and proud? Down and press and drive. Using both legs to complete this movement. 3, 2, and 1. You survived. You get a minute break. Grab a sip of water. This next adventure, we're going to get down to the ground. We haven't gotten to the floor yet. I think it's about time. We're going to alternate your TRX Hip Presses with your TRX Single Leg Romanian deadlifts. So your straps will stay at mid-calf length. Again, you can double check that length when I'm on the ground, making sure those foot cradles dangle just above my toes. If they're touching my toes, then that means they're too long. I'm going to get my heels in here, 2 fingers in each foot cradle, hold it wide in a Christmas tree, roll back, drop my heels on top of my fingers, scooch my bum forward a touch, bend the knees to 90. Head and shoulders down, we're going in 10, but you're going to lift your hips up so they're in one straight line, and then lower down. Make sure you keep your knees bent. If you're on a door anchor, don't let your feet touch the door. Here we go. Push down, lift, and tap. 30 seconds of these. Then after this one, we'll do a single leg Romanian deadlift. Then we'll come back down here. And then we'll do the other side, single leg Romanian deadlift. 15 seconds left. Driving down to lift up. Squeeze and press. Knees, hips, and shoulders in perfect alignment. You did it. All right, we've got 30 seconds. I'm gonna have you grab your heavier kettlebell. Remember this neutral spine. Grab your heavier kettlebell. And you're going to hold that with both hands, please. Balance on your right foot. You still have 15 seconds. You'll roll the shoulders down and back, slight knee bend, trace down past your knee, and pull your pants back up. You ready for this? Going in 5, 4, 3, chest is tall, 2, and 1. You're keeping your back flat, slight bend in the right knee, lower down, pull that straight back up. Awesome hinge, grounding your front leg. You're not gonna do a lot of reps here. Your hamstrings, though, should be screaming. You wanna lower down till you feel that stretch, driving the hips back. Oh, okay, this one is crazy. Down, squeeze, and pull. 3, 2, and 1. We have to get back down into the foot cradles for your TRX hip press, mid-calf length, ground facing the anchor, roll it back, drop them in. To do that faster. Did I beat you? Head and shoulders down, it's okay, you still have 20 seconds. Now, let's make sure your knees are bent, your thighs are perpendicular to the floor, and they stay that way. It's tempting to extend your legs, but that's cheating. All right, we're going in 5. Last set of these for the day, thank goodness. 3, 2, and 1. Push down and lift and tap. Driving down. My right hamstrings are a little angry with me because we only did those Romanian deadlifts on the right side. Now, I'm expecting them to help participate in these TRX hip presses. Push down and lift up. We have 10 seconds left. Little tap, drive it up. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Now we have those single leg Romanian deadlifts on the left side. I'm gonna get this mat out of the way here. Grabbing onto my heavier kettlebell, or same weight as you did last time. Now I'm gonna balance on my left foot. Planting that left foot, shoulders down and back. I'm gonna find the balance, neutral spine, flat back. I'll hinge forward, get a bit of a stretch, and pull it back up. Try not to dump your shoulders forward. Chest up tall, 2 and 1. Here we go, slight knee bend, hinge, stretch, and pull it back up. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and pull, drive those hips forward. Your range of motion should be just below the knee, or at whatever point you feel like you can't keep your spine straight. You need to make sure you keep that neutral spine back here, not rounding your lower back. 3, 2, and 1. You get your 1-minute recovery again. Hey, we have one more round, and then we're going into those TRX lunges to failure. And then we stretch and you're done. That's it. So our next round, we're gonna do a feel-good exercise that's slow and grinding and controlled. And then it's a kettlebell workout, so we gotta do some kettlebell hardstyle swings. So we'll alternate between those two movements, your TRX overhead back extensions and your kettlebell hardstyle swings. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll do those TRX lunges until failure. So getting ready for your TRX overhead back extensions, go ahead and bring your straps to mid-length and stand facing the anchor point. You still have 20 seconds. This one feels pretty good though. This isn't too horrible of an exercise. Arms straight out in front of you, fold your body in half, get a nice stretch. Bad news is we don't get to hold it here. Squeeze your buns, pull your arms back over your head and go to your tippy toes so you stick the landing on top. Shoulders away from your ears. Hinge. Here we go. Squeeze your buns and stand. Stick the landing. Hinge, fold in half, nice stretch. Pull and squeeze and stick the landing. Tummy's tight. Hinge and drive it up, buns. Fold and unhinge. My ears stay between my biceps the entire time. And I'm squeezing the buns, driving the hips forward to come up. Try to keep your body straight so you're not arching and rolling up to the top. 2 and 1. All right, hardstyle swing time. Now remember those Romanian deadlifts we did where we came down and up? Now we're gonna do that, but I want you to try to float your kettlebell as you fling it straight out in front of you. So a lot more speed and power. The focus is, bam, that hip pop right there. I'm gonna grab my heavier kettlebell. Going in 10 seconds. It's only 30 seconds of swings. You've totally got this. Remember, flat back. It's a hinge, hip drive and stand. 3, 2, and 1. Hinge, float the bell in front of me. Imagine I'm trying to fling it into the mirror, but that would be bad because then these mirrors would be broken. pressing the hips forward. Bam. Only a slight knee bend as I drop forward and back. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Half swing and set it down. Let's do those overhead back extensions again. Let your heart rate recover a little bit. Straps at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor point. Walk it back with those arms straight out in front of you. We've got about 15 seconds. You want to just hold that low back stretch? I kind of do. Fold your body in half and just hold for a moment. We still have 10 seconds. Relax your head. Enjoy that stretch through your shoulders. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your buns. Pull back. Stick the landing. Fold in half. Stretch. Squeeze. And back to the top again. You're stretching, bracing, and pulling. Sticking the landing. We have 15 seconds to go here. Are you keeping those shoulders away from your ears? Are you relaxing your neck? 3, 2, and 1. One more set of hardstyle kettlebell swings, and then we'll move on to our grand finale. All right, grabbing that heavier bell. My question is, are you hinging and flinging that bell and letting it fall back down? It's not a lift, it's a pop and a drop. We're going in 10. Let's get your kettlebell into position here. Perfect strong plank. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Hinge and pop. Now once again, let's hope I don't let go of this kettlebell because this camera is kind of expensive. I probably shouldn't throw the kettlebell directly at you. Are you keeping your shoulders back? Are you squeezing those 2 apples on the top as you drive your hips forward? 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Half swing. All right, we got to get ready for your weighted TRX lunges. Grab a quick sip of water. Got about a minute to get ready. We're going to set this up with a few practice lunges, TRX lunges on each side. Then we're going to grab some weight and go until you can't. So first, let's practice the move, the TRX lunge. You're going to bring your straps to mid-calf length. So again, those handles should be just below knee height. And now I'm going to have you stand facing away from the anchor point. To get into this position, pay attention. This is tricky. I'm going to grab both handles, these rubber handles, in my right hand. I'm going to bend my left knee, the opposite foot. Look at the poo on the bottom of my left shoe. Point that toe, pop it in. Then you're going to come to the ground. Are you here? Now your right heel should be 1 foot in front of your left knee. You're going to squeeze your buns, come straight up, lower down, hover that back knee about 1 inch or 2 off the floor, and come back up again. Let's try that on the other side too. All right? So now to get in the other side, you're going to grab both handles with your left hand, bend the right knee, so opposite foot, opposite hand, and pop it in. I come straight down to the ground to start. Look at my distance here. 1 foot in front of my back knee. Chest is tall. You'll drive it up. Make sure the knee tracks forward. Don't let it cave in. And then back down, almost touching that back knee. Okay, for your rep to count, holding the weight, the back knee has to get about 2 inches off the ground, and your front knee is not allowed to cave in. You have to have that perfect form. I'm going to have you do as many as you can. If you need to pause the video because you're still going, awesome. If you get done before me, just start your stretches a little bit early. So grab your kettlebell, line it up. Now remember what weight you do. When you redo this workout, ideally you can do more of these, but I want you to use the same weight. Let's get started. I'm going to start on my right leg. So I'm going to grab both handles in my right hand, bend my left knee, pop that toe in, and come on down. I'm going to do as many as I can with good form. Hugging this kettlebell in the goblet position. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm keeping my right knee forward. Again, you're going, your own pace. Counting as many as you can do. And I have bad news. You're going to be sore tomorrow. I'm gonna set a goal for myself now and hope I can make that goal. 5, 6, and again, focus on that knee tracking forward. 7, perfect posture. Back knee almost touches, but not quite. When that form starts to break, you're fired. 16 is my number. Oh, I'm gonna single leg butt kick, get out of there. Oh, and shake it out for a little bit. Oh, if you're still going on that side, keep going. If you're done, reset and get yourself ready for the other side. My goal is 20, but I started to feel my knee cave in, so I called it quits on that side. So I'm gonna switch sides. If you're up ready for that left side, you're going to grab both handles in your left hand, point the right toe, pop it through those foot cradles. Come on back down to the ground. Make sure you're lined up properly. That front heel is 1 foot in front of your back knee. And if you're still cranking it, awesome. All right, I'm gonna get my bell in my goblet position. Here we go. This challenge is a lot harder after all the lunges we already did today, right? 6. Woo. 7. 8. Are you really grounding that front foot? 9. Try not to donkey kick the back leg back. 10. And go for that ultimate goal to failure, but be safe. As I almost fall. All right, I got one more. Oh, I did 15 on that left side. Again, if you're still going, keep going, and you can catch up with us later. If you're done, you have earned that time for stretching. All right. Guys, we're gonna actually start on the ground with your TRX child's pose. Whew. So in my workouts before, I've done the TRX lunges until failure, but I've never done that with the added weight, and that really makes a big difference. So your straps are at mid-calf length. You're gonna be kneeling, facing the anchor point, kind of nestle your bum between your heels. My hands go into those foot cradles. Inhale, exhale, and fall forward. My ears are lined up with my biceps, and I'm gently pressing down into those foot cradles. Now from this position, you can gently sway to the right, to the left, and again, you're trying to sink your bum into those heels. Give me a few big inhales and exhales. Good, inhale. Exhale, slowly roll that up. We're gonna do your kneeling quadricep stretch now. So this one, we wanna move way back so that your arms are straight out in front of you, like you're knee boarding behind a boat. Drop your bum down, squeeze it, press those hips up. Now the trick to this is you're actually squeezing your butt cheeks to help release your hip flexors. Your head is relaxed, your shoulder blades are in your back pockets. I'm hiding my ribs in, but I'm really pressing those hips forward. Let's do an inhale, sit back, exhale, press those hips forward again, releasing the hip flexors, those poor quads after all the lunges we did today. Oh my goodness. And one more time, inhale, sink the hips back. Exhale, press it straight up. And it's a really ideal position to practice locking those shoulder blades in your back pockets. God, coming out of there. We're gonna move, because we did so much work on your legs, we're gonna move to your standing quadricep stretch now. So shorten your straps up to mid-length. Stand facing the anchor. I'm gonna have you put your left hand into both foot cradles so it's out in front of you and push down. Take your right hand, grab the top of your right foot, my knees are together. I'm squeezing my right bum, pressing the hips forward. Now I'm not pulling like this for balance. I'm pressing down into those foot cradles. So that actually engages your core and helps keep you stable. Kind of cool, huh? And also, just like our previous stretch, you want to think of squeezing your right bum to press those hips forward and open. And breathe. Nice work. And shake that one out. Let's do the other side. Now place your right hand into both of those foot cradles. Press down. Feel the core engage. Place your left foot in your left hand. Squeeze your buns on your left side and drive those hips forward as you actively press your hands down in those foot cradles. Squeezing everything and bracing. And releasing the hip flexors on that side. And good, shake that out. Do your wide stance hip hinge. So walk it back, arms straight out in front. Give me a wide stance, toes pointed directly forward. Give me an inhale. Exhale, press your hands forward, drive your hips back. Your ears are lined up with your biceps, and your spine is neutral. I'm putting gentle pressure down in those handles. And from here, you can do a little bit of lateral movement, lunging side to side. Remember those inner thighs from those TRX Abducted Lunges? Or Adducted Lunges. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. Now give me a big inhale. Exhale. Roll that up. If you want to hold that longer, feel free. Finally, your TRX chest and torso stretch. So my straps are going to stay at mid-length. I'll be standing facing away from the anchor. Walk it forward with those arms in a T. And then step one foot in front, shoulders down, press the hands open. And feel that chest open up. The stretch should be done every day, several times a day. You might need to move back a touch, but drop your right arm down. Reach your left arm over. And then drop the left arm down. Reach the right arm over. Finally, step your feet together. Forward fold. Take a bow. Congratulations, you did it. We spent 45 minutes totally challenging your lower body. We warmed up, we did 6 rounds of work, and then you did those weighted TRX lunges until failure. I recommend repeating this workout in the future with the same weight and see if you can't get a few more lunges next time you do it. Awesome job today, everybody. I can't wait to see you again soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.